we're here with Goat Major. They are from the UK, fantastic fucking doom band. Um, Guys, thank you very much for joining me today to have a chat.
No problem.
Yeah,
Cheers.
cheers for having us, man.
Hell yeah. Um, so the band hasn't been, I mean, I feel like you guys are still relatively new, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we only started in 2020. So it's not yet. It's been a bit of a fast ride for us, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has it been I'm assuming it's been pretty good for you all so far. Um, you've got, of course, Todd from Ripple that speaks very, very highly of you.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, yeah. Todd's a really cool guy, and yeah, he's given us a chance. So yeah, we're delighted with that.
Yeah, right on. So what was the catalyst for the band coming together?
So, well, we've all known each other a long time, but you know, from kids really. We're all from the same town, West in West Wales, little town in West Wales, UK. Tom and myself had been living elsewhere, studying, jobs, etc. We kind of all moved back, and we were all in the same town for the first time in a few years, and just prior to lockdown, really, Jamie and myself, we've played in bands a long time ago, like when we were talking like early 2000s, really. Yeah, we just started jamming for just to pass the time, really. Me and Jamie, he had hundreds of riffs to start working through, and yeah, it just started. I guess we were all a little bit older, a little bit wiser, kind of knew what to do with the riffs a little bit more, and started to sound good. So gave Tom a call to join in as well, and just kind of went from there, really.
Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, you guys started playing as an instrumental, and then Tom was like, "Oh, I'll do vocals or whatever."
Yeah.
Well, more like Simon said, Tom, go on the mic, do the vocals.
Hey, that's
okay.
yeah. Sometimes we need a little push, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
How do you like doing? Go ahead.
So we wrote the songs with like vocals in mind.
Yeah.
But then yeah, we done the first few gigs were all like instrumental, and then yeah, we sort of like rearranged the songs a bit so they'd work as an instrumental, and then yeah, Tom started singing, and then just went from there. And yeah, it was great to watch Tom grow as a singer, you know, to something he's never done before.
Yeah, he's probably out there shitting his pants a little bit, like
yeah, first couple of times.
Oh, that's awesome. So have you guys always been into like Doom, or have you were you into other music and just said, "Hey, let's like focus on Doom for a little bit"?
I think we're all into different types of metal altogether, really. But I've always really wanted to play into a Doom project, and I think some of the riffs and stuff that Jamie had lent itself to that.
Yeah, I don't think we formed the band thinking we're going to do a Doom band. That's just the way it turned out, really.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like, yeah, we all like different kinds of metal and heavy music. I still love thrash. I still love fast stuff, but it's nice playing. I mean, Jamie's hulking big slow riffs are cool to play along to. Yeah. And yeah,
Slow and heavy.
yeah,
Yeah. I think that's my it's what I like about Doom is it's like it's not super fast, although I love thrash and speed metal and all that stuff that we grew up with, obviously, but like Doom is like it just kind of grabs you and takes you along, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Who so what band uh, we'll just go around, right, with whoever wants to go first. What band was like the catalyst for you to say, hey, I really want to play music, because that's fucking awesome.
Well, I think when I was like in primary school, like listening to Guns N' Roses, bands like that, and yeah, like I remember my parents thinking, "Oh, it's just a phase, he's going through," but here we are,
Yeah.
Yeah. So it started for me. It started with like Guns N' Roses, then like Metallica, and then Ozzy and Sabbath. And then it just goes from there, doesn't it? As you get older, you listen to more bands, discover new things.
Yeah, what's heavier, what's faster?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 And I think that what made me want to play drums was Nirvana's Nevermind. They've got like, yeah, like Johnny said, it just you just want more and more. You pick up different bands of heavier and faster, but then I think we've kind of come back the other way a little bit more melodic.
Yeah.
The tempos are reducing in tempo, so
Yeah.
yeah, we're growing up and coming back the other way a little bit.
I think I was like Guns N' Roses was a big influence. I really like Duff's playing, and the P bass sound, and then other bands like Rage Against the Machine. I really like the bass parts in that, and also the lot of the riffs and Deftones. That was kind of like my first couple of bands that I was really into, and then it went Metallica, Pantera, etc.
Yeah, those are all really good bands, like obviously, Guns N' Roses and Metallica are just ginormous. And Nirvana too, right? Like I was a big Nirvana nerd for, that well, I guess the whole time they were around, 6 years or whatever it was. And it was, like Nirvana was something very different than the Guns N' Roses, which was popular at the time. And I think a lot of people really hung on to that, which was, I mean, I did. I was like, fuck, that's so awesome. I'm, I, you know, I like big guitars, but I like a lot of like in your face stuff. And when we move into like Doom, cat's knocking shit over. She's like, hey, uh, when we move into Doom, like the riffs hit you in the face, but it's like a slow rolling wave, which is fantastic. With Ritual from you guys, the album as a whole is a very well crafted piece of work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
we spent a lot of time, just jamming the songs, the ideas, because this was like during lockdown, and so yeah, we had so much time to like work on music and just play it, try different structures, the songs, things like that, messed about with different tones, things like that. Yeah.
And a lot of reworking as well, wasn't there? Like making parts more interesting where they need to be, or keeping them simple, or just switching it up to add a bit of different texture.
So how long did it take you guys to write Ritual?
I think we recorded the drums in 22. I think from the first jam to start in the recording process was less than 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we started recording it 2 years ago. So we've had it finished. The album was finished for a year before it was released. Ripple had some. They didn't have any room in their schedule in 2023 for us, but
Yeah.
we decided to be patient and wait for Todd to release it for us in this year, obviously in March, which I think was I think it paid off. Being the patience paid off. I think it was definitely worth it. Been really impressed with Ripple.
Yeah.
The rest is good. Yeah.
You know, one thing I'll say, I feel like if Todd is going to put you out, he absolutely believes in what you're doing, and he's gonna pour his heart and soul into every project the same, right?
Yeah.
Like he loves them all, which is great, and he's got such a vast like knowledge of music. Um, it's great to have someone like that, you know, behind you. And I think it's great for you guys, and it's kind of a testament to the sound that you have and the songs that you craft to have that to have someone like Todd absolutely believe in you so much, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's great to have someone who can push us and get our music out there.
Yeah. Probably like so um you guys did the EP first.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
when you released the EP, what was the you know, what kind of reactions were you seeing with that?
yeah. Very positive reactions from the EP because, like, previous to that, we didn't have anything out. Like nobody. We were getting gigs, and like people saying, "Oh, where can we check your music out?" It's like, well, we haven't got anything out at the minute. So yeah, when it did come out, people really liked it. I think, and yeah, it set us up for the album. It was, yeah, it was. We worked with Todd and with Ripple with the EP release. Yeah, that was great because we were able to put the groundwork in, for when the album did come out.
Yeah. Yeah, putting out little crack teasers. Here, try
Yeah,
this, you know, like come back, we're gonna give you some more. Um, which is, you know, it's great for I think for any band, you know, to put something out and get positive reactions and have immediate label support is that's that's pretty fucking impressive, you know.
yeah,
Uh how
yeah.
often how often do you guys get out and play?
As often as we can, really. We played a show last week, the week before
Yeah,
in
that was it.
Swansea. Yeah, we've got Desert Fest coming up next week. Yeah, yeah, we'll try and gig as much as we can.
Yeah. Probably hard having I'm sure everyone works full-time jobs, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, can we just get in a van and go? So you got Desert Fest next week. Do you guys have plans to hit the road for a week or a couple of weeks in the near future?
Yeah, don't have anything booked yet, but we're speaking to a few people, possibly getting over to Europe. Yeah, and hopefully some UK dates. We've toured quite a lot in not toured but played lots of shows in South Wales. We have Southwest England, Bristol. We've got up to London a couple of times. So yeah, we just want to take it a little bit further now.
Yeah, expand that circle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. A UK tour is definitely something that we want to do. We talked about it. Yeah, it's just making that happen, really, which I'm sure we will.
Yeah. Yeah, you just got to keep plugging away, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So, is there a band that you guys have seen live that has just absolutely blew your mind?
Yeah, too many to mention, really. Yeah. Yeah, we've been going to gigs since we were kids.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of bands.
What was your first concert?
I went to Ozfest in '98, Milton Keynes. I was 14 years old, and yeah, that was like fucking blew my mind. Just standing there in the fields, like a big, massive stage, like thousands of people. Like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Pantera played that day. Sabbath played. Ozzy done like his own solo set as well.
Wow.
Soulfly. Yeah, it was like a really great festival
Yeah.
in the UK.
Me and Tom can't top that this gig.
No, not really.
Yeah, I can't top that either. Like my first concert was Michael Jackson.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's
yeah,
good,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't like this Michael Jackson. Mate.
Yeah.
But that was the year you were born, Jamie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like 83, 84 when I saw him.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 84 I was born.
Yeah, I'm fucking old. Jeez. Uh what and I don't really remember the show. I remember just being absolutely mesmerized because he's such a professional and a performer and like I left there like, oh dude, that would be so cool. And I keep trying to play music and I'm so fucking terrible at it. Like I'll just go to concerts. It's a lot, a lot more fun. Uh so well, I was just reading something. I know it came up a few months ago, but it just came up again about Ozzy wanting to do like 2 final shows in Birmingham. Hmm. I'm trying to figure out like when it is so I can make that flight. Shit, sorry.
You okay?
I'm like dying over here. Try and get a cough drop. Mm.
Wheel. Ozzy out.
Yeah, yeah. Or probably like a short set or something. Yeah.
So, um, over the next year, what do you guys really hope happens for the band?
Well, we've just done a final stage of writing our second album actually. So hopefully record that. I think that's something that we'd really like to do behind the scenes. Um, also get out and gig as much as possible. It's probably a big one for us. And then probably alongside that, within the next year, work on some more music videos.
Yeah, we did 3 videos for the Ritual, the first album, and really good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to look at those. I've not looked at any videos yet.
Yeah, definitely check them out. I think you'll enjoy them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They're all 3 of them on Ripple's YouTube channel. You can check them out there.
Okay. It's a good channel to go look at.
Yeah.
How far into the next album are you? Like how many songs you have written?
6. I think like we finished the 6th one last night.
Yeah.
Just a few more little bits and bobs to tighten up and some
Lyrics to finish
write.
off,
Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah, it's pretty much. I'd say it's like writing wise, it's 90% there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah, I think, and we're even starting just to look at like track listings, aren't we, for the way they appear on the on the next release. So
Yeah, that's something we like. The flow of the album is important for us, and I think we put a lot of effort into that on Ritual. You know, the order, the tracks, how they flowed. I think it flowed really nice there.
yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's that's part of that art, you know.
Yeah.
You want it to be you want it to grab them and hold them for the entire album. Which I think in more of the more popular music, they're more focused on single songs, right? Put out a couple of singles and they'll buy the album, it'll be fine. But when we get into heavier music, that the albums as a whole tend to have just really great songs all the way through. I mean, the way that Ritual starts with Snakes, holy shit, man. Like what a great, like, powerful track to open you up to, what's to come the rest of the way.
Yeah, yeah. Cheers. Yeah, I love listening to albums. I'll put an album on and I listen from start to finish.
Hmm.
So that's how I like to listen to music.
Me too.
That's good.
It's I try to instill that in my kids too. It's like, you know, because I feel like now the attention spans are so short. I'm like, we get in the car and I'm like, oh, we're gonna listen to this, and I put it on, and it goes from start to finish. And they're like, can we listen to something else? I'm like, nope, not till this is over. Like, I hate it for you.
Yeah,
Um,
it's hard these days with the streaming sites are not geared up for pushing albums really. It's like your playlists and your shuffle your songs, that type of
Yeah.
that's the listening experience they're pushing, I think. But
yeah,
yeah, it's important. Yeah, it's important to us for the album to be a piece of art on its
Yeah.
own, as well as the songs being yeah.
yeah. It's a collective, you know. It's I'm a vinyl collector, and that's the reason I collect vinyl is it's this big tangible piece of art. You know, you on the gatefolds, you open it up and you've got all the lyrics to the songs, and the ones that aren't gatefold, you have the inserts with the lyrics, and you put the album on side A and you listen to all of side A, and then you flip it, you listen to all of side B, and it's like, man, how fucking great is that? You know? Of course, that's how I grew up listening to music, you know, is listen to it on a record. I mean, shit, the first record I actually bought with my own money was Motley Crue, Girls, 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 you know.
Good one.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys, I don't know, I think they're having some issues right now,
Yeah.
but
I haven't actually heard the new song they put out yet.
yeah.
I don't think the reviews have been pretty good, have they? So
No, because it doesn't sound like Motley Crue.
no, I think Mick Mars was a big part of Motley Crue sound.
Yeah. You know,
No, John Five.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
yeah, I would say with John Five, right? He probably has a pretty big influence on their sound also. He's such a phenomenal guitar player.
Yeah, he is a great guitar player. Yeah.
You know, to see that, I tried to listen to it, and I mean, I probably got about a minute and a half in and was like, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna buy it, you know. Um, so for you guys, like, is there a guitar player that really stands out as like this this guitar player is just fucking out of this world? We would all go see him all the time.
Yeah, there's loads. I mean, there's hundreds. I think like one of my biggest influences was probably Zach Wild. And Dimebag.
Yeah.
Them guys are like fucking something else.
Yeah. Have you seen the Pantera tribute?
I haven't seen them live. No, they haven't played the UK yet.
Oh, okay. I think they did Australia. I thought they did UK.
No, I think they're playing here next month. I think they're playing Download Festival.
Okay. So I saw it twice, and
Oh, really?
first time I was way too drunk. I don't remember any of it. Uh, so I caught it a second time and made sure I didn't drink anything,
Yeah.
and was absolutely blown away with the set.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen like videos online and it does look really cool,
Yeah. Yeah, they do it really tastefully.
Yeah. Charlie Benante's really playing it very true to Vinny's style. Like he's doing
Yeah.
some good.
And I think Charlie and Zach were the two right people for that. Obviously, you know, they're both phenomenal musicians, and their styles lean to complement, right, what was already there.
Yeah.
Charlie crushes on the drums every fucking night, and then Zach adds his little bit of Zachness to it, but he stays I think he stays pretty close to what Dimebag would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. From what I've seen online of it, yeah. I
Yeah.
agree
Well, go and don't miss it. You guys will
with
be.
that.
It was like when I was sober, I saw it at Louder Than Life, and there were there was a group of people in front, like right in front of me, and I'm just standing there singing, and some dude turns around and looks at me, and we're singing. What were we singing? Probably fucking Hostile or something. And then he comes up and just gives me a big hug, and I'm like, yeah, okay, like this is fucking what it's about. Just having a good time. He was he was pretty high at that point, so I don't even know if he remembers. Uh, but it was good shit. Um, is there a band that you guys really hope that you can get on tour with and do, I don't know, a month or so with?
I haven't thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to. Thunder Horse, another Ripple band.
Yeah.
We've done a show with well last year in Cardiff, and yeah, we really like them guys. Yeah, yeah, we'd love to do a tour with them. I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, really nice sound guys and yeah, ripping live act as well. Yeah.
Okay, so is that like for everyone?
I haven't really
Yeah.
thought about it really, but yeah, well, there's you know the list is very long of who I'd love to tour with.
Well, give us one.
We me and Tom toured with them in a different band, but the guys from Conan we supported them and had a really good time. We did a European tour with them a few years back.
We played a show with them recently.
Yeah, Go Major supported them recently.
Right on.
Yeah, Conan are a cool British band that yeah would be fun to tour with again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just did a few dates over here. I don't know, a couple weeks or something. I didn't get to see it. I had too much going on, like usual. Uh, but a lot of my friends went to see it, and they were like, "Oh my God, you should have went." Fucking like, yeah, I know. Shut up. Um, do you guys want to try and get over to the States and do some dates over here?
Love to, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a massive ambition of mine actually. Yeah, to get over to the States and play.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess we gotta start saving your money so we can get you over here to
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
to do a few dates. I know I love Fire Down Below, another Ripple band,
Yeah.
and those guys just got added to Planet Desert Rock Fest in Vegas.
Oh, cool.
It's like their, first US show, and I'm super excited for that. Um, love to have something very similar happen for you guys.
Where are those guys from? Are the European band?
Yeah, they're out of Belgium.
Right, cool.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Good on them.
yeah.
well
It
done.
it's always great for as a music fan to see bands doing stuff and getting recognition like you guys, right? Obviously, very early on in your career, getting Ripple to say, "Yep, let's do it," right? Like, got to do something with you guys because the sound is fucking awesome. And then, opportunities from that just start popping up, and I not just from that, but from your hustle and your grind.
Yeah. That's it. We don't like to turn anything down. We always like to say yes.
Yeah.
To, whatever opportunity comes along. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully,
we'll keep plugging away.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I mean, shit, that's all you can do, right? Plug away at it. Um, so how you guys have 6 songs pretty much done at this point for the next album. Are you planning on doing like 10 or gonna keep it more towards like 6?
yeah, we got a few more ideas. Yeah, got like another acoustic track, which needs work, a bit of work on. And then yeah, there's a couple. Tom's got a couple of ideas as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I think we're exploring some different sounds already on this new stuff. So yeah, I don't. Yeah,
It's still,
Yeah.
fucking very heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think with Ritual, it's kind of like our like manifesto. Like this is like how we want to be portrayed, what we want to sound like, what we want to sing about, what we want to, kind of what we want to do. And now we might have a bit more room on the second album to explore some other avenues of the music as well.
That's good. It
a couple of longer tracks and
Yeah.
but yeah, it's still Goat Major.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I think there are even like leftover riffs for album 3 on there. There's still ideas as well. So
Hold on, we're still working on album 2. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, you know.
Ritual's been out like 6 weeks.
I know, right? Like, woohoo, we're 6 weeks post-release. Let's get album 3 going already. Like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah. That's it. When we finished recording Ritual, we didn't stop writing.
No.
We just kept going. So,
That's that's a great way to be, because I mean, right? With in current times, you got to stay out there and in front. And even if you've got songs that don't make it to an album, you've got B-sides for singles and all that stuff, and you release a random single, it puts you out there, and it gives you more stuff to stay out there and stay in the forefront for all the fans and gain new fans, right?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Momentum. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Constant slap in the face. Here we are again. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Constantly slapping each other in the face.
Uh,
Jamie, I've got another riff. I've got another riff. I've got another riff.
Stop him.
It's like, shit, get out of here. That's funny. As long as you guys aren't doing it on stage, like, who cares, right?
Yeah.
Look like Oasis, get up on stage, start fighting and shit. Here comes all, TMZ and all the news sources. You'll never believe what Goat Major did tonight. Somehow everyone ended up on top of Jammy. I don't know what the hell was going on. Him and his fucking riffs. So when do you guys plan on starting to record album number 2?
Sorry, maybe this summer, I guess.
Yeah, I think we've talked about it a handful of times. I think we haven't talked about timelines or anything like that, but I think we've discussed the idea of doing it with at least doing the drums with Tom Chandler again, who did the first album, the drums and the vocals, recording side of it for us. We've already started all the demos are recorded, and we're just re-recording them as we go along or make any changes. So hopefully, I think this summer, in all fairness, is when we'd like to get the drums down, and then at least we'll have a framework then to start working on as and when we need to or can.
Okay. So you're saying
we've got a couple of friends who helped us out with the first album. So yeah, like Tom was saying, all the drums were recorded at our friend's home studio. We went back to do the vocals there, and we recorded all the guitars and the rest of the instruments at my place on a small home studio. So we don't have to book anywhere and work to any strict deadlines really, which is it's really good, and it's good for the creative process. We're not there's no deadlines to meet, and it's relaxed, and yeah
not under anyone's thumb. right? You can kind of do it in your own time, which is super nice. I mean, the accessibility to create a home studio now, and the sounds you can get out of the home studios are, you know, better than a lot of the studios back in the 80s and 90s,
Yeah.
you know. So that obviously it helps a lot. It lends a lot to creativity, I assume too, because you're like, oh, I think this will sound really good. Let's go in and record that and see what it really sounds like.
Yeah, like with Ritual, we were getting together like in the evenings after work, just doing a couple of hours, get one guitar track down,
Yeah.
you know, just in little bits and bobs, and yeah, like not spending a whole day like burning ourselves out at anything. It was just like,
Yeah.
you know, bits and starts, but it was really it really worked for us. Yeah.
I think one of the good things about doing it that way was, rather than you're just in that environment for most of the time, by removing yourself away, going going home for the evening or going to work, just going on the group chat and saying like, oh, I've been thinking about this, maybe we could try this tomorrow, and then just hitting it, rather than letting that idea pass while you're there, or being under any time constraint. Was cool.
Yeah. Did you guys have like an outside producer assist in any way? Obviously, with Tom Chandler doing drums and vocals, was there someone else with any like creative input while you were recording?
Yeah, so Tom engineered the drums and the vocal recording session, and then another friend, Joe Harbert, he produced the album. Really, he mixed, mastered it, recorded all the instruments, and yeah, he had a lot of I wouldn't say creative input, just like decision making, kind of.
Yeah, like a good producer does,
Yeah.
in terms of maybe with choices of overdubs, or how things might sound overall, or even like vocal harmonies, where like how much is too much, or maybe how much reverb would need to be there, or things that we hadn't thought about as much, or planned for. But when someone's using their own equipment, they can offer you ideas that I could do this, we can try this, and that makes it a bit more okay. Let's give it a go, and then you hear it and you think, yeah, that's amazing. Let's kind of keep that.
Yeah, Joe's got a really good ear, and he's yeah, we couldn't have done it without him. He's massive help and positive influence on the album.
It's always nice having that, right? Because it's having that outside set of ears can listen and point things out, just like you're saying. And the right person in that position will just help amplify the sound or really bring out what you're trying to do on the recording.
Yeah, yeah,
You know.
and when it is someone that is a really good friend as well. I mean, they're kind of not going to be as scared to criticize as well. It takes like as much as someone that if you're paying them, I think. So it was good to kind of go, if I was to do a bad vocal take, you just be like, no, do it again, and you think that's the best one, and you realize, oh, actually no, it wasn't. Someone else might have just left it and go, that's what the singer wants, I'll record it for him. But
Yeah. When you're paying someone that's not a friend, I think they have a little bit of fear of they're going to fire me and I'm not going to get paid.
yeah,
Right? Like, no, we hired you because we want you to tell us where we fucking suck so we can make this better.
yeah.
I mean,
And you also care that because they're making a product at the end of the day as well. So you obviously you want that to be as good as it can be for them as well, really.
yeah, it's got to be, it's got to be great for everyone involved, right?
Yeah.
because you don't want to put out something that's subpar. Which for you guys in your short career, nothing is subpar, right? It's I think the songs are really well crafted. They're tight. They fit really, all the instruments fit really well together. Um, I'm just like, shit. You guys are 4 years old at this point, and doing doing more than what I think a lot of bands would really um are out there doing.
Oh, cheers. Yeah, we've worked hard, but it hasn't felt as if we worked hard. If you know what I mean.
Yep.
Because like we all get on, and it's just, yeah, it's just great. Like from the start, we had a really, really cool vibe in the jam room. It felt very natural. Yeah, it was just great, and we just kept working hard and just getting it done.
Hell yeah. Well, it helps that you guys are all friends. You get in the room and you're like, let's have fun. All right. You know, what do they say? You'll never work a day in your life if you're having fun.
Yeah,
that's true,
pretty much, yeah.
You know, the hours we put into it, we have put a lot of time and effort in, but yeah, like you're saying, it hasn't felt like a slog at all. It's good fun, and yeah.
Right on. So here's the big question. Do you guys have a name for album number 2 already?
No, don't even have names for the songs yet.
Yes.
Working titles. Yeah.
The nameless album.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. So who does your artwork?
This guy right here.
Yeah. I like to handle the artwork side of it. Quite a creative person, and I'm always using Photoshop and doing drawings and things like that. So it was a bit of a no-brainer to just have a go at doing it. And we've always come up with some ideas, and I come up with some ideas, and we just worked back and forth. Then getting drafts down, sending them to each other, and just really trying to get across what we feel the music, how the music should be visually,
Yeah. Yeah, another arm of the artwork, right?
Yeah.
Good for you for being creative like that.
Thank you.
I can't even draw a stick figure. They're like, what's wrong with that? I don't know. Broke his back or something. It's terrible. All right. Guys, I'm gonna thank you very much for coming and hanging out with me today. Great conversations. I love learning about the band. Again, Ritual, what a fantastic fucking album that is. I'm really excited for what the next album is, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for you guys.
Brilliant.
Thanks, man. Cheers for having us.
Hell yeah. Y'all have a great day.
And you
too, man.
Take
Thanks.
care, Tom.
See ya.
Man.